Welcome back, my name is Moonmist, and we're going to be continuing to play some more Persona 4 Ultimate Arena Max, or Bsky, or Arena Ultimax. I forget, but that's okay. But hopefully everyone's having a wonderful day or night, wherever you're currently watching. So now we're going to be continuing to play with Naoto, the Naoto story. See how she got here.
What follows are my impressions of the organization called the Shadow Operatives,
Shadow
as well
Operatives.
as their leader, Mitsuru Kirijo.
Oh, interesting. My fingers fly across the keyboard. Last case was special. I need to complete my report before I forget any important details. Oh. My name is Naoto Shirogane. I'm a detective. The Shirogane family has been working as a detective for generations. Though I am young and still in high school, I have been given the opportunity to take on several cases and have built upon the experience as a detective. My work has earned me some trust, as every so often the police will come for my assistance. That's where the story begins, a sudden request from Inaba Police Department. That was about a month ago, early April. Oh. Last summer, I had received a request from the prefectural police to come to the town of Inaba. A bizarre series of murders occurred. A corpse was turned up every morning after a foggy night. In the end, it turned out to be the most difficult case of my career. It has only been 2 weeks since that case was closed. Now, from public viewpoint, 4 months have passed since the crimes have stopped. The culprit has been arrested and prosecuted. Peace has restored, but with it comes a depressing proposition. I'm not unwilling to help the police again, but my involvement with the previous case is not something I like to go through again. To be completely honest, that particular case was no simple series of murders. During the course of my investigation, I obtained a supernatural power known as my persona, making me more than just a detective. I collaborated with other persona users and became directly involved with the events of the case. Of course, I was able to tell the police. If I was able to tell the police, it would be treated as nonsense. Worst case scenario, I would be discredited. Having to leave out those details while explaining the events of the case is more than a little nerve-wracking. It feels like lying, but there you have it. While on my way to the police department for this new case, I go through a list of possible questions and answers I would need. Oh. I'm a detective. Something's different today, though. After greeting the receptionist, I'm not led to the usual doll meeting room. Instead, I'm taken to a receptionist area on the top floor. A leather-trimmed sofa and a curved wooden table. A Novelix-rich seating.
Looks like this may take some time.
Oh no. It was just going to be paperwork and basic questionings. They wouldn't have brought me to this special room. It's a new case. I have to wait several minutes before someone comes to speak with me. When the door finally opens, a man wearing a suit, not fitting the uniform of the local officers, walks in.
I'm sorry about the wait.
Who are you? He hands me his card.
Allow me to introduce myself.
His card has a lengthy title, National Police Agency Security Bureau Security Planning Division. I was shocked. They are more commonly known as the Public Safety Police. The Security Planning Division is a common center for departments to handle terrorist threats and coup d'etats for foreign affairs. The secret police also belongs to this group. But why would a person of such importance come all the way to a rural locale like this? I look him in the eyes. He appears to be measuring me up.
I see you're enough on the ball that you don't need a lengthy introduction.
Me?
Good.
Without further talk, the man gets to his point.
Have you heard of the Kirijo group?
Maybe, maybe not, I don't know.
I doubt there are many who haven't.
Me.
I'll get right to the point. We'd like to hire you to perform a sub-rosa investigation on them.
Ooh, sub-rosa investigation.
You need a corporation quietly investigated. Why me? I don't see what I can do that your own department cannot.
Yeah, we're different for Naruto too.
I would agree if shadows and personas weren't involved.
Oh, he knows. He knows about the stuff. I know. This time I'm able to hide my surprise, as the man continues either failing to see or painfully ignorant of my reaction.
One summer 12 years ago, there was an explosion at the Kirijo-owned Tatsumi Port Island, killing over 50 people.
Oh no, that's a lot of people.
You would have been very young at the time.
I've reviewed that case. The official explanation was that a gas main leaked during a construction project.
Oh, interesting. Oh, wrong button.
Afterwards, though, a bizarre rumor saw quite a bit of circulation.
The mass media noticed that there was a suspiciously large number of researchers amongst the casualties. They floated the theory that the official explanation was a lie, and that the explosion was really caused by some dubious experiment.
Dubious experiment.
No concrete evidence was ever found to support those claims, though. As I recall, the matter was left unsettled.
Oh,
Some may still remember the incident, though I don't think many could recall the finer points.
probably, yeah.
Those rumors were all true.
They're all true. Oh my. His voice becomes firm.
What?
Those researchers under Koetsu Kirijo, the old Kirijo group manager, were working on harnessing the power of shadows.
The shadows. Oh my.
The experiment went awry, and they lost control of the shadows. That's what caused the explosion.
Well, that's what happens when you play with shadows.
Experiments using shadows. They lost control? Are you saying the shadows flooded the city? The real world?
I can't speak to that. There was no way of getting hard answers back then. No one took the spooky stories seriously. But that accident got the government and the police's attention, though they didn't launch an investigation until a year or two ago.
I see. That couldn't be helped. Law can only preside over the world we know it. Things cannot be explained, cannot be governed.
Only those in the Kirijo group know exactly what happened and how much of the aftermath was dealt with.
The aftermath.
Oh, hey.
Welcome to
Hey,
the
Zach.
stream.
Welcome.
Zach
How you doing? How are you? Have a wonderful day.
The fairy
Welcome,
bear
welcome.
girl is thrilled to have you
I see,
join
well,
our
it is
enchanting
real world,
adventures.
just not the real
Let's
time
create
with
magical
the real
memories
people
and
around
share
it.
joy
True.
together.
It is very true. But how you doing? Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. That word has a bad ring to it. It brings to mind a cover-up of some dark
Their
secrets.
cleanup efforts continued until quite recently. They were using some method known only to them, entirely behind our backs.
Behind their backs, oh my.
We think they've been conducting illegal activities in the 10 years since then, while hiding behind their cleanup efforts.
That doesn't sound good.
And you wish for me to confirm this?
Not only do you have a relationship with us, you have a persona and extensive experience in the field.
How do you know?
We can't think of a better candidate.
How you know that? Did Naruto actually explain stuff?
And since I'm not directly affiliated with the police, if I were to be caught in a trap, it wouldn't lead back to you.
Oh, that's dirty but smart.
If that's the way you want to put it.
My reply was meant to be sarcastic, but this conversation exponentially draining. I must applaud public safety. They know everything about anybody they choose to investigate. There's no point in trying to bargain with them. He continues explaining indifferently, as if to be able to assess my resignation.
Last year, in conjunction with the Kirijo group, we established an unofficial department in the force, nicknamed the Shadow Operatives.
Who are these people? Oh, dang, there's a lot of people.
It's a special unit capable of dealing with shadow-related cases.
This is news to my ears.
That's very newsworthy. Oh, yeah, I guess something's wrong with the thing again. Let me refresh. There we go. There you go, now the primate is primate. Maybe the Wingle wanted to be a primate, you never know. Yeah, it's happy.
That's a rather bold
He's happy
move.
that we're playing today.
You went so far as to join forces with the ones you suspect of illicit activities?
That's exactly why we did it. We must keep a leash on them by integrating them into the system.
Oh,
But the police are far behind information-wise. Officially, you are higher on the chain of command, but less so in practice.
I'm trying to throw out a theory as I begin to grasp on what is taking place. The man didn't seem much as flinch, but he didn't give me much of an answer either.
You'd need some leverage to keep your hold on them. Thus, this secret investigation. What exactly do you want me to do?
Yeah, what is it that you really want me to do?
That will depend on your answer.
That's their game plan. I figured as much. The organization as big as the Crucial Group is hiding secrets about shadows. Now, should I take the job or not? As a person with a persona abilities, I'm naturally interested in learning as how much is known about shadows. And this job could potentially give me leverage over the government in the future. While I'm deep in thought, the man continues as if he can read my mind.
If you think we're hiring you to further our organization, you're mistaken.
Ooh. I can't help but look at the obvious change in his tone.
Our sources say it's possible that they've been talking students from Makirijo-owned school into doing their dirty work.
Interesting. So the government basically is interested in personas and shadows and wanted to investigate. Pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much a good summary so far. But the question is like, oh, if they know about personas, that's crazy.
They've been pleading ignorance while making ordinary kids clean up whatever messes they've left.
Oh.
And that we don't forgive.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to be upholding the law. We can't overlook things like this.
Yeah, it's basically child labor, which is bad. He's surprisingly sincere. He's staring right at me, unlike before. His eyes are strong and bold. He truly doesn't want anyone innocent to suffer. Crucial Group worked in secret. I think so, yeah. I think they did work in secret. I can't remember. I know they kept trying everything wrapped in secrecy. But I guess somehow it leaked. How it leaked? Who knows how it leaked? Oh! Hey!
Welcome.
Hello, Oninako. How you doing? Hi, hi. Thank you for the raid. Thank you. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're enjoying Baldur's Gate 3. How far are you? Or did you make a really good progress today?
Wanako Tiago just rated Eternal Moonmist.
Thank you for the raid. Thank you.
Thank you.
If anyone doesn't know me, I am Moonmist, Enchanted Princess of the Moon turned magical girl. I used to play RPG games and wrote and make visual novel games. Stream every day except for Thursday, usually around 11:30 PST.
Let's make this journey even
Usually
more
occasionally,
magical
sometimes a little bit
together.
earlier. Yeah.
Thank you
You're
for the
still in
raid.
Act 1. Ooh, you're in Act 1.
Tiago,
Nice.
your support
Well,
and
at least you're in Act 1
presence
still.
brings extra
It's still good
magic
progress
to
that
our
you're making,
stream.
I'm assuming.
We're excited
Hopefully
to
you're enjoying
have
it.
you with us
Is this
on
your
this
first time
enchanting
playing
adventure.
Baldur's Gate 3? Or is you doing another
Absolutely.
playthrough?
Everyone, go check out Wanako Tiago, an awesome streamer and wonderful supporter. They were last playing
Wait,
Baldur's
hopefully you're
Gate
having
3.
fun though.
Let's share the love and support
welcome,
of their
everyone.
magical adventures too.
Yep, you're playing Paladin of Vengeance or whatever. Oh, interesting. And you killed a hag with some Zint scum. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. I think, maybe. I think I know what hag you're talking about. Probably. I played it before. It's been quite some time, but it was a fun game. But, at least you are making... Oh, the swamp hag. Yeah, okay, then it's the one that I know of. Oh, at least you killed her. I respect that decision. You tricked people, so it's a good decision that you did. Alright. Yeah. If anyone needs to raid and run, that's perfectly fine. As long as you're having fun, and if you're tired, go ahead and take a break. But I do appreciate anyone that stays. Thank you. Ooh, but yeah, Zins aren't doing anniversary for you. Oh, really? Oh, that's not good. Slavers are bad. They're bad. Yeah, you give them no mercy. You never played Baldur's Gate 3, you only know that it's... well, it's basically D&D, basically. Yeah, it's basically D&D, but... a game. Game-wise. It's really fun. Yeah. It is D&D. There you go. It is D&D. It's a video game, too. Yes. It's a good game. Set in the Forgotten Realm settings. Ooh. Nice. Your paladin name makes your interactions rather clear. Oh, what is your paladin? Oh, Jeeves Vault. Ooh, that's a good name. That's a good name. That's a good name. I can't remember where I left off reading this. Yeah, it's okay. I'll just reread it later. But that's a good name. But as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. Hey, okay, let me go ahead and reread this. He's surprisingly sincere. He's staring right at me. Like before, his eyes are strong and bold. He truly doesn't want anyone innocent to suffer. Of course, this could be an act to convince me, but then I do agree with your opinion. All that remains is find out about Kreijo's intention.
All right. In that case, I accept.
Oh. So you guess you can take over the world and see? Technically, I think you could. I haven't played multiple endings. I only got one ending. I only played one playthrough. So, maybe. I know you could be evil, and then you could be neutral, and of course you could be good. And there's also the variations of various other stuff that you could do. You could do pretty much anything. Protect the innocent, bring justice, smite the wicked. These vote, yes. That's a good... As long as you're protecting the innocent, that's good.
Though I don't plan on abandoning my school life here. I'll do what I can to help, but only within those limits.
I would never have dedicated conditions like this before. The reason I have to come with this town and transfer to Yoshigami High School was for my investigation. But the school life and dear friends that I've gained have become irreplaceable to me. It may sound childish to demand that I stay with my friends, but if they refuse to budge on that regard, that is that. However...
That's fine with us.
That's good. He accepts my condition almost too easily. He then immediately begins to explain the details of the case.
At the end of this month, the Kirijo group is airlifting some special cargo.
Ooh, airlifting.
Kirijo has asked our help in making sure the cargo is transported safely. We'd like you to accompany them as a police observer.
What do they mean, transported safely?
A police escort, assurance of no public investigation if any unforeseen situation were to arise. Things like that.
Oh.
Of course, if anything does happen, we will hold them responsible.
Nice.
And what is this special cargo?
It's something to do with the shadow research.
Oh.
They've admitted that much, but we don't know the exact details.
Interesting.
According to our research, it's most likely something from the old ergonomics research laboratory, classified as risk level 4.
Risk level 4, is that high? Or is that low?
In other words, even though it's sealed up tight, it's extremely dangerous.
Oh, so it's high. Okay. They even have a risk scale for things like this. It seems that Kirijo research goes into a variety of difficult things. Oh, 5 is max? Dang. And it's very dangerous. Not extremely dangerous, but still very dangerous.
Also,
who's that? As I'm thinking, the man slides a photograph to me. It is a beautiful young lady. Her eyes show a strong will as striking as her blazing red hair. That hair reminds me of something. I may have seen her picture while going through the documents regarding the Port Island incident. Of course, the girl who in this picture was much younger.
this woman will be on that flight. Her name is Mitsuru Kirijo.
Oh, Mitsuru.
Kirijo.
She's the oldest daughter of the Kirijo family, Koetsu Kirijo's granddaughter. It was he who devised
She's
the
very
experiments
icy.
12
Oh,
years
probably.
ago. You should know that she's
does seem
also
pretty
a
cool,
powerful
though.
persona user.
The powerful persona user. Oh my. Another persona user around here. A persona user besides us? I was suspecting something like this, but to hear it out loud is still shocking. So there are persona users other than those involved in the case last year.
We believe she took the lead in gathering students 3 years ago when she was still in high school.
3 years ago. Oh my.
We'd like you to first go to her residence and meet with her.
The fact that the government knows this is very scary. Yeah, it is very scary. It's very scary. Which also brings in the question. I know it's for Persona 5. Like, what happened to that government then? Everyone seemed like they're like so nonchalant about it in Persona 5. But it's okay. That's their problem. Not now.
All right.
Unless you're just trying to keep more secret. Even from the top official people.
I'm sure you figured out by now, since she's a high-ranking Kirijo group official and a persona user, but she's a shadow operative.
Oh.
She's member number 1, the
Member
general
number 1.
manager. And not because she's a Kirijo, but because she has the abilities to back it up. Can you do this? If she's dirty, then this won't be easy for you.
She's dirty? Oh no, I think she needs a bath.
I already accepted your assignment, so I must simply make the best of it.
I offer my hand. He has a firm grip of someone who's worked in the front lines of the law. In Base 5, the government has their own persona users, who kills people in the metaverse, so... Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. They at least know something. Oh, yes, you're right. I almost forgot about that one person. In their involvement. A few days later, I received a message informing me that the transport is to be on the May 1st. It's a school day, but since I've taken the job, there's nothing I can do about it. In fact, I should be glad that this didn't overlap with the extended holiday. I haven't heard the details, but I expect to have some important arrangements during Golden Week. Arrangements to reunite with my upperclassman, Yu Narukami, who was the leader of our group during last year's incident. I keep thinking about our reunion. Yeah, I can assume they do know a lot, but they're just trying to keep it hush-hush. Only a select few probably know. But then again, they probably don't know, like, how to prevent stuff, but I guess you're right, they do know more stuff than they're leading on. Especially since they had, like, 2 different people working on it that we know of. Because of their cognitive science. I suppose that goes without saying much, looking forward to it, but I'm getting off track. I need to think about my new job, so I hastily pulled myself together. Oh. Ooh, this is quite the nice limousine. May 1st. The cargo is due to be transported from the laboratory near Kirijo Mansion. I make my way to the mansion to present myself and ended up accompanying the security detail. The limousine is incredibly long. Oh, what if the person who's driving has a very long nose? Oh, that'd be interesting. Apparently, this isn't the rare for the upper class in other countries to ride in cars this large, but it's downright comical on the tiny roads of Japan. Because the fact in P3 takes place in 209, and P4 takes in 211, and P5 16, they must learn a lot during the 5-year gap. Oh, that's true, they probably are learning a lot more. Ooh, what would be more interesting? In P6, if they ever decide to ever make it, they explore more fact about it. Like, more people know about personas and shadows. Like, somehow it got leaked. That'd be pretty interesting. Like, the data that they've been collecting secretly somehow got leaked to the public. And then it causes an uproar. Oh, that'd be an interesting storyline. Because if it's been 5 years, and probably even more, because to be honest, it could be more than 5 years at this point. And Arena's in 12, so technically, because it happens to you after I left town. Oh, true. Slightly year later, after the event of P4. But I can't wait for P6 if they ever make it. I'm sure it's in development, probably in development. But I can't wait for P6.
Nice to meet you. My name is Naoto Shirogane. I'll be acting as an observer today.
I've been told about you.
Me too.
It's nice meeting you as well. I'm Mitsuru Kirijo.
Her beauty is enough to attract anyone's attention. She was so much less imposing than in the picture.
I didn't expect the police's observer to be so young.
Does that bother you?
No. I didn't mean to downplay your abilities. Forgive me.
I took a look at Kreijo-san's face. She's the only daughter of the founding family, but it's been 2 years since she renounced the practice of the Kreijo group being run by the family. In other words, she's simply the CEO's daughter now, not the heir to the company. She must be used to constant stress. Being a female leader at such a young age, getting people to acknowledge her must have been a struggle. I don't need to mince my words in detailing with types like her. I decided to cut the chase.
Tell me, what are the contents of your cargo?
Yeah, what's in the
I'm
cargo?
ashamed to have to admit this, but since the original researchers have passed away, we don't know what's in it either.
Oh, interesting.
We can't allow the worst-case scenario for such an item to come to pass in the middle of a city. That's why we plan to transfer these items to a distant facility according to their indicated risk level.
Oh, but what is it? A natural decision. Her posture and actions, if that was all an act, I must commend her for her ability to deal with the unexpected. But a person in my impression is that she is a trustworthy person. Before leaving, I had the chance to see the Cordial mansion. I have to say, it's surprisingly simple. It felt like as though it was prioritizing function and efficiency over meaningless luxury, perhaps a reflection of her own personality. At any rate, her intelligence and presence are proof enough of her upbringing. If she was hiding something, it would be hard to figure out.
Then I'll stay near the cargo along with the police escort. I'll contact you immediately if anything happens.
All right. If anything is unclear to you, feel free to ask me.
Ooh. Her eyes look straight at me, and I feel like she could see through anything. I end our conversation shortly after and quietly waited for us to arrive. Oh, nice. Bookmark. Oh no, I have to erase someone's bookmark. Sorry, you're getting erased. Oh, it's a plane. The limousine transport truck and multiple security cars reached the airport without any incident. The cargo may be dangerous, but according to the records, it was kept safely in storage for the past 10 years. 10 years? Oh, dang. Plus, it was worthless to an average person. Because of this, the people involved in the security don't look tense. Karajo-san hands her servant her travel bag. It's almost as if she simply is going on vacation.
Yakushima, huh?
The plane's destination is one of the southern islands. I'm sure it'd be fun to go where everyone. I realize what I'm thinking and have to laugh myself. Wait, we're traveling by plane, and according to the other 4 storylines, there's been a hijacking. Is this plane gonna get hijacked? Oh my. Hopefully Naoto's ready to get it. Ready. A year ago, I never would have considered that this would be fun to spend time with others. It can't be helped, but I think it's that way now. Soon, they'll be moving the cargo out of the truck. I clear my mind of daydreams and look back to the truck. You're sad? Oh no. That means it might be true. Oh no. They pass through the gates of the large cargo shipment. The shipment is imposing metal case that, among other things, shipping containers. It doesn't attract much attention from the airport staff. Ooh. Iris. 05. Oh. It's all coming together. Not long before the final case is unlocked from the trunk. It is obviously different from the rest. It is covered in what seems to be heavy industrial-grade steel. About 1 meter wide and broad, and 2/2 of a meter tall. Seems like something very special is in there, but even if someone was targeting the shipment, it would be impossible to steal that. For a man in suit slowly tipped the case sideways to place it on the cart. Seeing it on the side reminds me of something. It looks like a coffin. The moment I realized that, it shivered down my spine. Ugh. It does look like big enough for a person to lay down in. I know a coffin. Ugh. Could there really be someone inside? Could it be that the tight security is not to prevent theft, but to keep the cargo from escaping? No. How could I imagine things like this without any proof? I shake my head and clear of pointless thoughts. And I'm just shaking. I heard this has something to do with shadows. Eventually, the check-in procedures is complete, and the announcement to begin boarding echoes through the airport. I relax a little, relieved that nothing has happened up to this point. Once the plane takes off, the only thing in our way is the sky. I had put on earpiece, turned to the police radio to keep up with the current situation. So far, nothing out of the ordinary. Karajo-san's group finished checking in and had boarded the plane. The cargo should have been loaded soon. It is interesting that Naoto's doing these things and her friends are just enjoying their days. Pretty much, Naoto's having quite the day, while the other guys are just having fun. Except for a few of them that got kidnapped. Not really kidnapped, they just fell in. Except for Rise. Did they ever explain how Rise went in the TV? I know Ganji just fell in. Because he was sleepy. Teddy got kidnapped as well, I think. Or, I don't know. Reason Teddy, I can't remember how they got in. I know Teddy woke up in a locker. They haven't explained races yet. But it's interesting how those two got in there. But Kanji was the funny. he was so sleepy and fell in. Then the general cannot race so they can be her sort. Maybe. I'm sure we'll find out more, but I can't remember. She probably did get kidnapped, but then what we know about the general, I don't know if that makes any sense. From the stuff that we already know about the general, it just doesn't really make sense. Because how can the general do that? Just can the general even escape the TV? Maybe not just so we'll understand. Maybe, hopefully. After I supervise that, I'll check in, and suddenly an urgent voice jumped onto the broadcast.
The aircraft squawk code has changed to 7500.
Wait, what? Squawk code? What's a squawk code?
7500.
Is that like the radio station? Like a secure radio broadcast? I have trouble mentally shifting gears after the long period of inactivity. I've never imagined I would hear that number with my own ears. What does that mean?
7500? A hijacking?
Oh my. So that's code for hijacking. Oh, I wonder if that's actually the real code, or if they just made it up. Is this plane I'm investigating being hijacked? That can't be a coincidence. Could this have been a setup by the police or the Courageous group? No, there is no benefit for either of them to get involved with the general public. So if this is the case...
Is it the cargo they want?
Maybe, probably. There's really someone after the cargo. Wait, if they're after the cargo, why hijack the plane? If they're not trying to steal the cargo, could they be after Courageous-san? No, that doesn't feel right. Hijacking is an effective method to carry out a kidnapping or an assassination. If they have the time and resolve to pull this off, they would be far better off trying to take over the plane mid-flight. I cannot figure out their objective. Why would they do something that attracts so much attention? Attention? I see there's a movie 500 and it's about terrorist hijacks. Oh, so it could be real, or maybe it's a reference to that. Maybe it is real. I'm not really sure. It could be. I have no clue. But if there's a movie, that could be also based on real code as well. But it could also be a reference. It's probably a reference, but they made it into a code. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense then. This is a very particular time to attempt a takeover of a plane. Very particular indeed. Hijacking before the departure forfeits the biggest benefits of a hijacking. But at the same time, all the normal airport operations will come to a halt while everyone turns to focus on the plane in question. And the airport will naturally stop loading baggage onto the plane while this hijacking goes on. The perfect distraction. So they are after the cargo.
If that was the case, the hijacking is only a decoy.
Oh,
But
decoy.
would they really risk their lives hijacking a plane over one piece of cargo?
Probably, depending on what the cargo is. Probably. As I think I scanned the area from my viewpoint up in the boarding area, I see a van that had been parked near the cargo area suddenly peel out.
Huh?
Oh, they got the cargo. The suspicious departure at this time? I have a bad feeling about this. But the cargo was still unloaded right in front of my eyes. I didn't see anyone steal it. Hold on. The 4 men in suits with the hand cart. I didn't see them. I lost track of them in the rush of an active after the hijacking call. I grind my teeth and interrupt the radio call.
This is 002, over. A suspicious vehicle is leaving the scene. Stay in pursuit. It's a large vehicle, about 2 tons. License plate.
Dang. Naruto's good. She can remember all that already. Well, they don't call her a detective for nothing. There's someone confirmed with Roger, but there's shouting and confusion going on in the background. Yep, she's super professional. I'm not sure if my intents had been understood. I ran across the airport by myself. I indeed grab a hold of one of the people's tails, even if they get a few hairs. And of course, there's no way that I can catch a vehicle on foot, but I have a plan. Ooh. I ran down the escalator and bolted to the passenger pickup area at the arrival lobby. I look around outside and there it is, just as I thought. The suspicious vehicle was coming this way. The airport's road layout is in a loop. After leaving the departure lobby, cars must take a turn and curve back around to the arrival lobby before being able to reach the surface street. I hid in the crowd and waited for the van to get close. And as it passes by, I throw a small sticky lump. Is it a tracker? Luckily for me, it strikes and sticks low on the vehicle side. This is a compact transmitter in there. You have to be pretty close to pick up the signal, but it's better than nothing. I take my hat off and wipe my forehead. The pedestrians around me begin to stir. Everyone stops and stares at the smartphone. I didn't need to look, I knew it. Their first news of a hijacking is hitting the media. I put my hat back on and pull the brim low. I'll have to be careful not to let all this information fly out about confuse me. I keep my guard up as quickly as I walk by to the departure lobby. Ooh, let's see, if you remember her social link, she made a lot of detective stuff, which was, oh yeah, true, she made a lot of stuff. I think she made like a pen and more stuff, I can't remember, but I know she made a pen, so she probably made this thing too. She made the transmitter probably. After 45 minutes pass without any more clear information coming through, the chaos on the radio and people are in panic. But after an hour, the confusion suddenly stops, and shocking report comes in.
All personnel on scene. The suspects have been apprehended. The hijacking is over. I repeat.
Did they really?
They dealt with it so soon?
I don't know. Maybe. Though some passengers were ill, there is no casualties. As far as I know, the hijackers didn't make any demands. It's hard to think that the police could have negotiated with them. But on the other hand, there's no indicators that the special assault team has stormed the plane. Did this group surrender now that their decoy objective was complete?
What's going on here?
Just then, a radio call came in directly for me.
Operator to 002, over. The hijacking has been dealt with, but the transfer must be cancelled. The whereabouts of one piece of cargo cannot be confirmed. All indications are that it has been stolen.
Uh-oh, they stole a piece of
From
cargo.
that vehicle earlier. Are you still in pursuit?
We're tracking it through the end system. Head to the guest room immediately so we can discuss our response.
The end system. Interesting. It looks like my call to the report that suspicious vein has not been a mistake.
Understood.
Oh, conference room. I think they're just saying it so people come down. Probably. Yeah, it's probably true. Soon after its investigation, parties were gathered in the conference room. Kuro-san and the police are talking hurriedly. A good number of this is quickly put together. Team, and not aware of the confidential nature of this matter, I imagine things won't be proceeding so smoothly. At any rate, the van on the run cannot be tracked through the end system. The hijackers were handed over the airport police. Those who knew the truth about the cargo were moved to some of her buildings.
That was a very tidy operation. I had thought it would take at least half a day.
To put it delicately, we had someone with special abilities handling this.
Oh, special abilities. I wonder who would that be?
Then again, though we prevented any harm from coming to the hostages, we lost the cargo.
Nothing for it, I suppose. Who would have expected an entire hijacking to cover up the theft of some cargo? I must apologize to you as well. I was the closest at hand when it happened.
No, you did more than enough. It's thanks to your sharp eyes that we're able to track the suspicious vehicle now.
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
impressed that you realized in all the chaos that the cargo was the
Yes,
true
he's a weird
target.
bird.
You even spotted their
It is
getaway
very weird,
truck.
but it's okay. It's a nice bird. It eats a lot of fish, that's for sure. And sometimes it can catch a Pikachu in its mouth. Mm.
Thank you. Our next step should be to interrogate the suspects in custody and...
Sadly, it won't be that simple.
Wait, why? Why wouldn't it be simple?
I haven't heard much yet, but it seems they're having unexpected difficulties with the interrogation. It will take some time.
If they were prepared to risk their lives for this operation, I suppose they won't break so easily.
Probably, yeah.
We made an error in judgment. We were too focused on preventing the item itself from doing any damage.
But since they targeted something so unusual, that should narrow down the suspect pool.
I can't deny it's possible that someone connected to the Kirijo group is behind this. Thank you for your assistance, Shirogane. I'm sorry to have involved you in this mess, but the professionals will take it from here.
Professionals. In other words, she plans to investigate this herself as a shadow operative.
Does that mean my work here is done?
Can we go home?
I'm afraid so. We do value your cooperation.
Okay, I guess we can go back home and visit our friends. This is a bit of a pickle. The Kirijo group and the police want to keep this under wraps. They cannot open a public investigation. On top of that, the shadow operatives are technically an organization working with the police, so there's no room for freelancers here. Which means there's no need for me to be involved in the investigation any further. Insisting to stay on this case would only draw attention. With no other choice, I decided to take my leave. Ooh, so we can go home. It must be chaos in the office despite the unusual events. The man who heard me has not gotten in touch. I entertained the thought of returning home to Inaba, but lucky enough, I brought here enough luggage for a short trip out of town. Yes, it's a small TV. I decided to stay the night at a business hotel near the airport and wait for a while for my client to contact me. Time passes. 9 o'clock, and I finally received a phone call from the man.
Things have taken an unexpected turn. This case is under the jurisdiction of the shadow operatives now.
That will make it very difficult to continue my secret investigation.
But right now, you're the only one we have who's gotten that close. We heard you earned Kirijo's trust after the hijacking.
Yeah.
We'd like you to keep up your investigation. We're currently making arrangements for you to pick it up again in a natural way.
Oh, thank you.
What are you gonna have me do? I will not act as a spy.
No spies here.
I'll be in touch later.
He hangs up with waiting for my reply. I sigh. I feel a weight on my heart. This has high possibility of turning into a private investigation from the shadows. Pretty much a polite way of saying corporate espionage. If I'm to take on this case, I have to have some sort of plan. At any rate, I cannot plan any movements without knowing how the situation is progressing. It would be far better to prepare for tomorrow instead of getting worked up with worry. I read the newspaper and watch some of the TV coverage of today's events, then go to bed early. A day passes and even by night of May 2nd, the man has not contacted me again. It seems the police are having trouble zeroing in on the suspect's vehicle. Considering the skill with which the crime was pulled off, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a van and have been dumped somewhere and the cargo has been loaned to another vehicle. Going through all the possibilities is just a way of killing time. But it's only a thing. The only thing I had to do. Nothing happened until the sky began to darken as the sun went down. My phone finally rang. But surprisingly, the name on the screen brought a smile to my face.
Yes, Shirogane speaking.
Hi, Nato-kun?
Yay!
Oh, I'm not interrupting your work, am I?
No, it's quite alright.
Sorry to call so late. I wanted to at least give it one more shot about tomorrow.
That's right. So much has been happening that I completely forgot the school holiday starts tomorrow. And of course, we're supposed to have a reunion with you, Senpai, which when he visits from the city tomorrow. I was supposed to be able to meet up with them. I can't imagine that I'd be stuck here for 3 days thanks to the attempted hijacking at the airport. But since I have undertaken the job, I have obligations that I cannot just abandon. I'm starting to actually feel some anger towards whoever the culprit are.
I'm sorry, but it seems I still won't be able to make it. I'm actually not in Inaba at the moment, to be honest.
No.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that. Oh, then I guess you can't check even if it rains.
Even if it rains?
Oh, nothing. Just talking to myself.
Right here, right. What was that?
It's okay, Nato-kun. I know there are people who'll be in trouble without you. You need to stay there and help them out.
Yeah.
Yes, well...
Help them out, huh? It irritates me to know what I'm going to do is pretty much spy work.
It really is a shame. Give my regards to Senpai and the others, won't you?
Will do. Good luck with the job.
I hang up the phone. Seeing my dear senpai again, I feel that much more important than a job with an uncertain outcome, and I feel a little sad that I'm going to miss it. Maybe I should just turn the case down and make a surprise visit tomorrow.
I wonder if any train would make it in time.
Maybe. Oh, hey, Sabby. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful night, dude. But welcome. Good to see you. How am I doing? I'm pretty good. Pretty good. Hopefully you're good, too. But it looks like the case is not about to leave me. After my talks with Jason, I began to prepare food. And that's when the public safety official called me again. Oh, you're doing good just chilling at work? Oh, yeah, work. Oh, hopefully work's not too bad. Almost finished this. Gonna relax, enjoy your weekend. Nice. Well, enjoy your weekend once you get off work. Hopefully work hasn't been too bad. Hopefully at least wasn't easy thing.
It seems we may be back on for the secret investigation. Mitsuru Kirijo just requested our cooperation.
Oh.
We agreed. A detective by the name of Kurosawa will be heading out tomorrow. We want you to accompany him to the rendezvous point.
Kurosawa? Who's Kurosawa? Interesting. So, while Zach isn't looking, gonna steal Stango Nuggies? Oh my. I won't say anything, but he might get angry. When I asked about this Kurosawa fellow, I received an unanticipated answer. Apparently he had helped Kirijo-san's activities on his own while he was a constable. Oh no, you're eating them. Well, they're gone. And though his superiors did not understand what Kirijo-san was up to, he followed his own instincts and helped to protect his town. Naturally, he would be punished for this, but the situation took a 180-degree turn thanks to the establishment of the Shadow Operatives. His knowledge has been invaluable, and rather than being disciplined, he has been promoted to plainclothes detective.
Kurosawa is willing to leak you whatever info he learns about the Kirijo group through his cooperation with them.
Ooh,
I'm
interesting.
surprised he agreed to that. Hasn't he assisted Kirijo-san and her group in the past?
I'm afraid that's something you'll have to ask him about, although he seems to have his own agenda.
Really? Interesting. I can confirm several other details before ending the call. Detective Kurosawa. If he's working with the Kirijo group, it could be something of a problem. But if they have information to leak, that means they must have located the vehicle in question. Still, considering how long it took them to find it, I may be in for a long trip. Where am I going to be sent now? I shrugged to myself. But hopefully his dino nuggies were delicious. The next day, May 3rd, I met with Detective Kurosawa. I expected someone who looked shadier, but the man appeared hardworking and honest.
I'm Kurosawa.
I'm Naoto Shiragane. Thank you for your assistance.
I've heard rumors about you, Ace Detective. Let's get going.
Oh. We made our greeting brief, and I got into Detective Kurosawa's car. Oh. Who is he? He looks kind of scary. I'm sure he's a good person. A private investigation in a location that I have no prior knowledge or experience of. This was his depressing job in the first place, and the addition of more and more unusual unknown variables is making me more displeased with
You
it.
seem pretty listless.
Oh no, I'm fine.
You're back from reliving... Oh no. No. Maybe a wandering bird got them. Maybe. But I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Well, at least we got water at the very least. But unfortunately, I didn't see no dino nuggies anywhere. I'm sorry. I think there was a wandering bird around here somewhere. But other than that, I have no clue. Sorry.
Where are we headed, by the way?
The place where they found the getaway car from the hijacking. A town called Inaba. It's a small place with an odd history. They just had a bizarre serial murder case there last year.
Inaba?
Oh. I cannot stop the surprise from showing in my voice.
That's your hometown, right? Isn't that why they're sending you?
But hopefully get more dining nuggies later. Maybe the bird was hungry. It was that one canner up bird. Yeah, that's what it was. It was the canner up. That must be the culprit. I'm at a loss for words, but Detective Kurosawa continues instead of waiting for me to reply.
The request I got from the Shadow Operatives was to assist in gathering information about those murders. They want me to meet with a supervising detective of that case and ask him for the full story. Not only are they part of public safety, they're an unofficial unit. They can't come to the district police for information.
Interesting.
Why him? Is his case related to the robbery in some way?
He looks like the police from Palawan Mall. Oh, that's who. Oh, maybe. He might. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. He does look slightly familiar now that you mention it.
Public safety is sharper than you might think. They do basic reviews on all cases to see if shadows were involved.
I think so. He became like a private detective or private cop or something. But he's working more stuff now. Yep, it's definitely good for him.
Inaba is on their watch list now. And with that cargo being brought there, they naturally suspect a connection between the cases.
Oh. Nom, you haven't seen them? See, Sabby hasn't seen them either. He can't be the culprit at all. If he hasn't seen them. If there's a connection, then it might be related to our case. I believe I have an ominous thought in my expressions darken. But Detective Kurosawa doesn't probe into that topic. Perhaps he's the type of person who doesn't judge people based on evidence, but gets a feel for them through conversation and actions. How am I reflected in his eyes? You looked up the police name and his name's Kurosawa? Oh, so maybe it is the same person. Unless they're just related somehow. A cousin, brother, or maybe it is a person. Oh. Well, if it is the same person, good for him. Detective Kurosawa goes into the Inaba police station while waiting in the nearby junkyard. The familiar sights of Inaba seem strange somehow. The detective in charge of this case must be none other than Dojima-san. Detective Rantaro Dojima, of course. I am familiar with him. And I'm not just going through our profession. Or not just through our profession. Dojima-san acted as Yu Senpai's guardian while staying in Inaba. I feel like I'm betraying him as well, and I cannot stop myself from sighing again. Soon enough, Detective Kurosawa steps out of the station. I thought he was coming back, but halfway to the car, he turns and walks into the junkyard. I wonder what he was doing. I stick my hand out in the window and try to track him. How can a police become detective, though? I thought it was different. Well, it could be different jobs, but I think it may be like a sub-class or sub-job. I don't know, it probably is a different job, just maybe different position, maybe? I don't know, I can't remember. I'm not a police or detective, so I'm not really sure. But I think regular police can become detectives later if they get promoted or something. There's another car parked behind a pile of junk. This distinctive grill style. That's Keijo-san's limousine. I hurried to pull my head back into the car. That's right, Keijo-san came here to cooperate with Keijo-san. So you guess Gumshoe can be... Yeah, I think Gumshoe can technically become a detective. But still, to bring me along and park so close to her is... Then again, it's very unnatural to park from a rendezvous point. Detective Kurosawa made the right decision. I calmed down and slid into the rear seat, keep my head low. Still, Keijo-san uses the black limousine while undertaking her shadow operatives and duties as well. Gumshoe's definitely a good detective. Even though he does make some mistakes sometimes, but he's still good. The car sticks out like a sore thumb here in Inaba. Heck, it's distinctive anywhere in Japan. Why would someone as clever as Keijo-san take that car on a special mission like this? Does she have profound reasoning behind it? After a while, Detective Kurosawa finally comes back to the car.
Kurosawa-san, may I ask you something? Why are you working with public safety?
You're asking that now? I thought that would be your very first question.
After whipping a dry smile from his face, Detective Kurosawa turns to me with a incredible serious
You can
expression.
spy on Mitsuru Kirijo and her shadow operatives to your heart's content and never find anything suspicious. But for that to be understood, at some point or another, everything she does has to be investigated to eliminate those doubts.
Oh, I guess that's right.
In which case, it's better someone like you do the investigating than someone official who will never understand. That's all there is to it.
Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. So he does have his reasons
Thank
after
you for
all.
your cooperation.
I'll leave the rest in your hands.
I exit the vehicle. Kurosawa-san takes his car into the highway and speeds out of sight. I had no doubts whoever was regarding Kurosawa-san's activities. To be honest, I am inclined to agree with him, but I cannot jump to conclusions without any evidence. I used the heaps of junk to cover and sneak close to the limousine and watch. Not long after, I see two people exit the vehicle. One of them is Kurosawa-san. However, unlike when I saw her at the airport, she was wearing equipment likely suited for combat. The other person looks strange.
Is that the fabled humanoid weapon?
The humanoid weapon. Oh my. There was information about a humanoid weapon mixed in with all the data I had about Kurojo's group. When I first saw it, I was confused. But that had to be what was standing in front of me. It seemed natural, almost lifelike, but there's no denying that it is an artificial construct. It seems that the rumor in unorthodox anti-shadow units were true. Another man came to join them soon. He was dressed in outlandish attire. He was shirtless and wore a red cloak in a desert desert nomad. Oh my, why is he naked? I just noticed he has a lot of scars on his body. I wonder what happened to him. Why does he have a lot of scars on his body? The perfect example of someone who ought to be detained for questioning. I compare his face with a list of pictures of the people involved with the situation. Maybe he fights bears every day. Oh my. He fights bears. Oh no. That's crazy. As long as he doesn't want to fight with Maple, it should be fine. While his taste in clothing has changed, I believe that this man is Akihiko Sanada. I can't imagine what possessed him to go about dressed like that, but I speculate that their actions. What business do they have here in a junkyard? There's nothing here but a pile of broken household electronics and abandoned televisions. Then it hit me. Detective Kurosawa had told Kurojo-san about last year's incident. Oh yeah, that is a big TV. And I don't think the TVs need to be plugged in order for them to transport us. As long as it's TV, I think it should still work. Because about the abandoned TV in the resort place, I don't think that had the electricity. I don't think. But yeah, I don't think they need electricity in order for it to work. And of course, she had prior knowledge of the personas and shadows. Then no doubt she heard the idea of entering the TV world. After all, it appears many times in the testimony of the killer from last year. Dojima-san may have disregarded it for being too far-fetched, but Detective Kurosawa might have caught on. I take a closer look. There's a mountain of old television sets. Victims of last year's switch to digital broadcasts.
They're not planning to enter a TV from here, are they?
Wait, you're curious, can they enter TV world, or they send one of the people in use group in order to get them? I'm not sure. That is the question. Do they have the power to enter the TV? I know they have personas, but do they have the power to go inside the TV? Do you just need a persona to enter a TV? Maybe you just need a persona to be able to enter a TV. Maybe. But we'll see. Even as I say that, the mechanical girl has already started sticking her hand into the TV. It's exactly as I thought. The mere fact that they are testing what they heard is so recent cannot bode well. It certainly crosses my mind. The three of them are clearly preparing to enter the television. Should I blow my cover and warn them about what they're doing? If they enter, they might not be able to leave. But the other world is no longer dangerous anymore. And I hear from Yosuke-senpai that he has asked Teddy to leave the exit TV out just in case. Well, we haven't made definite truth that they are able to. So far, the robot's just sticking the hand. We didn't think that went through yet. But we'll see. If they're Persona users, they should be able to handle the shadows. They shouldn't be any peril, but Herjo-san made a decision faster than I could. Oh, it's animated. We got animated cutscene. Oh?
The other members will wait here in the car.
Other members?
If we all barge in and
Other members?
we'll be devastated.
Now that you mention it,
I wonder
at
who's
least
inside
one
the
of us
car.
should be staying behind as well.
I am not staying.
Oh. He's determined.
Us three will be plenty. We'll end this in a flash. No problem.
The same as always. Although, we have no idea what might be waiting for us on the other side. Don't get careless.
Right.
Oh.
This situation, it brings back memories.
Ready!
Ready. It worked. They can't go in the TV. Oh. So they do have access to the TV world. I guess you just need a persona to be able to access the TV world then. Apparently all Personas users can go in. Wait, that means the group in Persona 5 can enter the TV world then too, technically. Unless somehow they close it somehow.
Why
Surprisingly,
enter
no
the
one in
TV?
the Persona 5 ever tried.
What's going on?
I don't know what's going on. And that also brings question. The people in Persona 1 and 2 can also enter the TV world then technically. Unless there has to be some sort of trigger. Interesting. I stand there blankly.
Is the stolen cargo inside the TV?
Maybe. Should I chase after them? If I turn back here, we may never be able to find them ever again. And if that happens, the truth about the case will be lost forever. If her property was placed into the TV world, it means that whoever stole it knows about the truth about last year's events. And if that's the case, then I can't ignore this, no matter what my assigned task is. Plus,
Well, if they're determined to enter the TV despite not knowing the risks, I can hardly allow cowardice to prevent me from following.
yeah. I realize that the straw breaking the camel's back is not logic, but my pride. I smile to myself. But my mind was made up. I stand and look around, then step inside the same television they used. So that means the people inside the limousine just saw Nato go inside the TV world too. But seriously, who's inside the limousine? Because they say other members should just stay in the limousine. So I don't know. But then they were questioning that someone should stay behind. Then, I don't know. I have no clue what's going on. Do you think archetype users can go into TV? I don't know. Maybe. I don't think the archetype users have TV yet. I don't think they have been invented yet. So I don't, maybe. They could, maybe, if they invent them. It's a possibility, but I don't think they have access TVs. But this time, the sensation seems to be continued longer than it did when I would enter the TV as part of the investigation team. Before I know it, the falling has ended. I take cover behind a pillar and I look around for the three shadow operatives. Did I lose them? Well, we all entered from the same television, so we should arrive in the same place. I relax a little and take a look around. When I stand up, I notice it, but it's difficult to believe. I take a good hard look. This is the school. Not only that, but
Yasogami High School? What's going on?
This is the gate to the school I attend. The familiar school building is inside. But there's something unfamiliar out in front. There's a stack of strange monitors. They're all displaying the words P1 Grand Prix. This place looks like the real world, but there's something warped about it. It feels like the world is dangerous again, like it was when we were investigating the incident. But this world has returned to the way it was before. While I'm thinking this, students come walking out of the building. Oh, this is interesting because all the TV leads to this place. I think Kanji and Naoto used different TVs. Yeah, they did use different TVs. Naoto clearly used a TV in the junkyard, while Kanji's was in his living room. Or, I think living room, but he's in his house in general. But they all ended up in this place. Maybe it's just, they just get automatically transported here, no matter where they are.
Impossible. How could there be this many people in the TV world?
Suddenly, the students surrounded me and started cheering. I see all too familiar bursts of static play across the monitors. Ooh. Oh, what's this? Rivals. They are what? Friends?
Yet powerful
foes? What do you mean? What's going on?
The desperate fighting program amongst high school students.
Oh, high school students, oh my.
A new legend is about to start.
A new legend? What do you mean, new legend? Sister complex? What are you talking about? I haven't said anything about no sister complex. What are you talking about?
Nobody touches his precious Nanako. The sister complex kingpin.
That's the sister complex you're talking about. Oh my.
It's only
Not
natural.
you. It's only natural. What do you mean it's only natural?
By day, hero by night. Captain Ressentiments.
Ressentiments? What?
Everything that bores me has gotta go.
Everything that bores you.
With deadly legs. The
Deadly
carnivore who's
legs.
discarded womanhood.
No. Why did you discard your womanhood? That's so precious.
Please escort me to the ring, my prince. The unconquerable
Prince.
Snow Black. Yukiko
Snow Black.
Amagi.
Oh.
Finish you in one strike.
You finished me in one strike? Oh my.
And bulging muscles. The
Bulging
blood-curdling
muscles.
beefcake emperor, Kanji Tatsumi.
Bulging.
Deep into realms of romance.
Beefcake.
The body of a child, the brain of a genius, the 2,000 IQ
Hey,
Killjoy
get that.
detective.
What do you mean, Killjoy?
Naoto
We're not a Killjoy.
Shirobane.
What the heck?
Is this an army of idiots?
Oh no. We didn't see that. No.
Fight and survive towards the one throne waiting at the end. The P1 Grand Prix where fierce fights will be fought. The battle begins tonight.
Tonight? What do you mean tonight? I don't think I'm ready.
What?
I don't know. Crazy. Killjoy detective. That shock leaves me dumbfounded for a while. Plus, you some by sister complex kingpin? You know the B3 group would be super confused. Yes, they would definitely be so confused. Well, it is true that... No. Calm down, Naoto. Calm down and analyze the situation. The otherworldly program where real people's blights are exaggerated to an unworldly proportions. The static before the video came on is very clear. This broadcast could only be the Midnight Channel. And what is this fighting tournament about? The members of the investigation team are the combatants?
It seemed that Teddy was acting as the host for this.
All of us know that Senpai's coming back to Inaba during Golden Week. Then could this be some kind of way to welcome him back? No. Calling him Sister Complex Kingpin, that's not a welcome, that's a challenge. Feeble is a minor weakness or electricity in someone's character. Oh, interesting. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. Who would publicize a negative nickname like that? Besides, whatever the reason, I can't imagine that someone would seriously want us to fight each other. What is going on? Does this mean that the rest of them are in the TV world as well? Without a warning, the sound of a microphone feedback pierces my ears. Ugh, I hate that sound.
Hello, boys and girls of Yasogami.
That's sensitive
Sorry
ears.
for the wait.
It's so terrible.
That voice. That's Rise-san.
Rise-san. The students go wild. On the monitors, Teddy appears to be wearing some sort of costume.
I'm proud to announce the commencement of our very own P1 Grand Prix!
Oh, nice. It looks like Reese's and Teddy are the ones running this. Do they really plan on holding this P1 Grand Prix?
And now the moment you've all been waiting for, the challenger in our first battle.
The promotional video is correct. There are members of the investigation team going to show up. Just as I leaned forward to see what's going on, a spotlight shines directly in my face, blinding me. Yeah.
Naoto Shirogane!
Ugh, that blinded me.
What?
What? We're fighting? Oh my. Yep, basically a flashbang. The students around me all raise their fists in the air and shout. This is a pickle. He's not the good kind of pickle either. It seems like I wouldn't be able to chase Kanji-san, Kujiro-san down at this rate. First the plane hijacking, now another unforeseen interruption.
Come on down now, Chan.
Teddy? What is the meaning of this?
Yeah, Teddy, what is wrong?
Didn't
What
you
is
watch
this?
the intro video? It's a fighting tournament.
Oh no.
I gathered as much, but I was asking why you would do such a thing. Pitting friend against friend in battle is going too far for a joke.
Yeah.
It's not a joke, though.
What do you mean it's not a
I'm
joke?
giving
What the
this
heck?
100%, just like I always do.
Right.
Now
If you
get
say
up
so.
there now, Chan. Show me everything you've got.
Everything I got, oh
You're
my.
not making any sense.
Yeah, you're not.
Besides, there's...
While I'm speaking, I see the area in front of me twist. I close my eyes at once. When I open them, I see that only certain things around me have been warped by whatever that was. The scene of the monitors and the students around me. I blink and rub my eyes, but I soon realize that my eyes are playing tricks on me.
Are these students an illusion someone is creating?
Oh, this is very different from the others. With their skins missing, the students have become dark shapes that only resemble human form. Are these shadows of some sort? Well, I do find it hard to believe that so many people could have been wandered into the TV world. Even if this many people did get in here, the town would be in uproar at the mass disappearance of so many students. It makes more sense for them to be shadows, but if that's the case, why did I see them as students? Could it be Teddy and Rise do both have the powers to interfere with other people's thoughts? To a certain extent, it may be possible for them to project illusions to my mind. But that would prove that two of them are really the host of this show. I decided not to jump to any conclusions for now. Even if the two of them are behind this, why would they hold a tournament and deceive me with illusions? I won't be able to figure out anything until I determine what their objective is. Yes, Naoto is very smart. I'm considering my next course of action, Teddy, or should I say General Teddy, speaking directly to me.
What are you all fidgety for now, Chan? Do you need to powder your nose?
Maybe.
No! Anyway, if this is not a joke, can I assume you won't easily let me go?
Bingo! You have to win the fight.
No
if you
fight,
wanna
and
move
she
on.
already figured out the
Only
illusion.
one who
Only
makes
you
it to
know
the
is enough
very
to fight
end
true.
is set
That is
free.
very smart. Already figuring things out. This is getting me nowhere. Talking to him isn't helping me figure out what's going on here.
Well then, let's get this started. Bring out the first opponent.
First opponent, who will it be? Another spotlight appears across from me. The person steps out of the darkness. It's
been a while, Naoto.
you!
Senpai? Why are you here?
I promised I'd come back during Golden Week. Don't tell me you forgot.
No, we didn't forget.
No? Of course I remembered. It's just, I didn't expect to see you here.
I could say the same thing. I heard you couldn't make it because of your job.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, I'm here on matters related to my work. It came as a surprise to me as well.
Huh. Looks like you're as uninterested in socializing as always.
No, that's rude. Huh? Why did he just say that?
Everyone says that though they think of you as a friend, they never get the same vibe from you.
Oh my.
That's not true. I just happen to be busy with a case. But really, now's not...
Okay, we're really busy.
Work. I guess work's all you care about in the end.
Oh.
Even now. I'd say you're more concerned with your work than us.
No.
I get it. Hanging out with people outside work is a burden for you. It's like an invasion of your privacy.
You don't say that.
Senpai?
Senpai, don't say that. He's not the type of person to speak so poorly of others, is he? This is an illusion, too.
Relax. I'll help get you knocked out of the
Naruto's already
tournament
figuring
so
out
you
it's
can
an
get back
illusion.
to the work you love so much.
Oh no, Persona. He summoned his Persona,
What? Are you serious?
apparently. Yeah. Somebody attacked me with his Persona. That wasn't an illusion, it was real. If he hit me, I would have been seriously hurt. But now I know something. He clearly isn't in his right mind right now. The leader of the investigation team I knew would never, under any circumstances, harm his friend.
What a reunion this is turning into.
Oh,
If I must fight you, I
it's
will.
1,000 IQ. Too smart. He already knows what's going on before the fight. Alright, time to fight you. In 1995, ooh. Oh, it was Naoto's birthday yesterday. Well, happy late birthday, Naoto. Happy birthday.
Okay, sorry, but I see you.
Poison is wearing
I'm continuing.
stamina.
What? Go! There! I must hit!
Not you.
Now is the time! This should be enough rounds.
Has been sealed.
Go!
One rush after another.
What?
Yeah.
Here I go!
And away.
Here I go!
There.
Okay.
I must there!
Over here.
No way!
Ah, jeez.
The opponent still stands.
Persona! There! Go down! I must hit! Sorry,
There you go. Oh,
All right,
eat.
it's over.
It's even Naoto. No, that went up. Why use gun school? I don't know. Don't question it. It's a school project. Yeah, it's a school project. Learning how to handle gun safety. Yeah. But what they feed you? Me. My shoulders heave as I gasp for breath. I managed to win, but Senpai was strong as ever.
Naoto, are you okay?
Eat.
Yes.
Senpai stands up and offers me his hand, and I sit on the ground. Despite the fact that he was hurting so worse than I was, the look in his eyes shows he was seriously worried about me. He's a completely different person than the person I saw before the battle. Yes, this is the person I know.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness indeed.
Huh?
I mean, are you all right too, Senpai? I'm sorry for hurting you, even though the circumstances demanded it.
Sorry.
Oh, everything's fine here. You're back to the usual Naoto, I see.
Yeah.
The usual?
What was that supposed to mean? I wonder about some of his words as usual, but there's more important matters at hand.
Can you tell me what's going on here?
Senpai tells me about what happened at Inaba while I was gone. I'm lost for words. The Midnight Channel started to air again. The video that I saw was a promotional video from something called the Pre-1 Grand Prix. Apparently, it had been shown a few times before I just saw it. Wait, that video? It was shown all over town? No. Now's not the time to let that sort of thing discourage me. According to you, Senpai, not only did the Midnight Channel make a comeback, but several of us, Kanji-kun, Teddy, and Rise-san have been gone missing. Senpai and others entered the TV world at Junes to investigate this.
I was shocked to see it looking completely different than before.
Indeed. But it seems, at least in part, to be an illusion.
Really?
In fact, the students gathered to watch our battle were not real.
Oh, yeah. They did seem like shadows, but different somehow. I didn't get the sense that they were hostile, though.
Oh.
I thought that Rise-san and Teddy might have been illusions too, but both have gone missing. And given their persona abilities...
I cut myself off. Senpai shakes his head in response.
It's possible that really was them. But we should have faith. If our enemy can use illusions, they might be victims as well.
Oh, you smart too.
You're right.
He's realizing it.
I can at least have more faith in my friends than that.
I raised my head to look at Senpai, who is watching me. Eyes meet, and I hurried to look away.
Speaking of which, why are you here, Naoto?
That's...
There's the question. Well, it's only natural. But I'm here on business, not anything personal. I cannot disclose the details of my investigation. Not only that they're the rules, but if I spoke up, I would end up getting him involved. I have to avoid it at all costs. As I'm deciding what to say.
You know, forget I asked. I'm just happy to see you again.
Oh, you. And there's Yosuke who didn't figure it out. Basically, Yosuke's still Yosuke. He didn't figure anything out, I don't think.
Me too. Oh, I'm sorry.
What's the matter now?
I mean, well, about me being unsociable. Please understand that it's not because my work is more important than my friends.
Huh? I've never thought that about you at all. I don't think any of us have.
Senpai.
Oh.
Alrighty, time to break up your little chat.
How dare you, General Teddy?
Teddy?
Now Chan wins! Very impressive beating up the almighty sensei. But now it's time for you to go on. Your next opponent's already waiting.
Ooh. When his speech is over, the monitor shuts off. Next opponent, huh? I'd rather not continue this charade, but you have to push forward in order to get a hold of the situation.
Well then, we should get going.
You senpai nods reassuringly. I feel a sense of relief welling up within me. I cannot let my guard down, but knowing this senpai will be with me to help me face whatever lies ahead, I have nothing to fear. Or so I thought. Senpai's walking next to me when he suddenly stopped.
What the? An invisible wall?
No, but he can't go. No.
And how come you can pass through?
A wall? There's nothing there. I waved my hand through the place where Senpai said he couldn't pass through, but I didn't feel anything. But Senpai doesn't look like he's faking it. The monitor turns on again. Teddy's face fills the screen.
Huh? Did I forget to tell you? Only the winner can move on to the next fight.
No, we gotta abandon you.
No one's getting out of this school until a champion's been crowned.
Oh no, that's not
Only
good.
the one who fights to the very end and comes out on top can leave.
No.
So neither opponent can leave the area unless they fight each other. You go on ahead, Naoto. I'll try and find a way to catch up.
Okay, just be safe.
Very well. Be careful, Senpai.
Yeah, be careful.
I will. See you later.
I'm hesitant to have leave this senpai behind, but it can't be helped. I like to try to destroy the wall, but there's nothing I can do if I can't touch it. With senpai smiling at me, I decide to go on ahead. It looks like no matter how many people I fight, I have to progress by myself. That's gonna be unfortunate. After some time walking, I ran smack into something even though there's nothing there. I don't understand what's going on at first, but as soon as I come to realize something. So this is one of those invisible walls Senpai was talking about. It seems that some of them won't allow anyone to pass no matter who wins the fight. It's completely transparent. The only way to know is that it's there is to feel it as this glass-like smoothness. I have no choice but to take a detour. But time after time, these walls just getting in my way. I'm not choosing the path I'm being herded. I suppose I'm following some plan laid out by whoever set this up. After I opened the door to the gym, I saw a cleared space. I saw a space cleared away for that. As I expected, General Teddy appears on the monitor.
You're so
we're gonna
slow
fight.
now, Chan. Your second opponent's been waiting for you.
So it's like glass, but you can't see the reflection, so it's described like that. True. It's just smooth like glass, but it's interesting.
I've said it before, but I don't intend to fight my friends.
Alrighty, let's do this. Bring out the next opponent.
Oh. Hi.
Yo, how's it
Kanji.
hanging now, doll?
No, doll. No, doll.
Kanji-kun?
Oh, mine. Kanji, look at Kanji. Look at him. Well, he certainly looks like Kanji-kun. But it only looks like that way.
You know, I've been thinking, the way you talk is so lame.
Kanji.
Huh?
Wait, the music. Oh yeah, the music. Oh my. I thought I was ready to face him, but this is a matter of being in my right mind or not. Is this an illusion? Oh, please let this one be an illusion.
It's like
Way too uptight and goody-goody. Makes
Goody
you sound so
goody.
distant, you dig?
Goody, goody, goody.
Is that so?
See, that's what I'm talking about. You could have
Yeah,
just
bro.
said, "What, you think so?"
You think so?
Ah, now you're getting it. Now I feel like I'm on your wavelength.
Thanks. Then again, relatability aside, I feel like you were miles away from me to begin with.
Hey, you're doing it again. What's with the Miss Manners act?
I'm sorry. It's a habit of mine.
Or maybe it's that you don't care about getting close to us, huh?
Ooh,
You don't feel like you gotta bother getting to know us and stuff?
That's harsh.
Of course I don't think... Hell no, man.
You never warm up to anyone because you set your standards so goddamn high.
Oh dear, he's shown his true self.
Uh-oh.
Is it, you know what? Are you putting on a show of not letting anyone near you because you got no confidence in yourself? Is that it?
Kanji-kun.
He's getting angry. They may be false accusations, but some of those statements are hitting home. I cannot brush off these words, and my heart aches.
Why are you so nervous? Your height? Your body? That girly voice? And let me give you a little lesson in manliness.
Manliness.
Be ready for the pain I'm bringing.
This is insanity.
Wait a second, I didn't say any...
Uh-oh. I guess he's fighting me. Alright, fight time. I got this. Alright, hopefully. I think I'm ready.
Final.
There! There!
Beep, beep, beep.
Damn it!
There!
Damn it!
Huh?
Damn it!
I must hit! There! Continuing! There! There! There!
No!
Do it!
Ah,
I must hit! There!
yeah. Uh-oh.
This'll hurt!
Yeah, electrocuted.
Okay.
My bones.
Persona!
It's on my bones.
Do it! I must hit! Persona! There! Persona! Go down! I must hit! Go down!
Will this turn the tables?
Assault! Now is the time! This should be enough rounds.
Field.
You
I
ain't
must
bad!
use it! One shot!
Ah, I missed.
What? I must Persona!
I missed my shotgun.
The battle been decided?
Wait,
Please!
since when now do I have a shotgun?
I must hit!
You ain't
No way!
bad! Push you! The hell?
Tides have awakened. This could go
There.
either way.
No, that was impressive.
Right.
In the end, the
What do you see,
victor was
Kanji?
no surprise.
Huh. But seriously, when did Naruto get a shotgun?
Kanji-kun, are you alright?
Of course I am. Your attacks are like little bug bites. I just let
Little
my
bug
guard
bite.
down, that's all.
Little bug bite. You notice that she damages pretty low, but she hits very fast. I don't know if he's acting tough or trying to be courteous to me, but at least he's back to his usual kanji. Usual kanji-kun. The usual kanji-kun. Well, usual. Wait, didn't you someplace say that too? Well, at the very least, it seems that the spell is broken once the battle ends. I let out a sigh of relief. Still, for some reason, Kanji-kun has yet to look this
Are
way.
you really okay? I was told that the others lost contact with you, so...
Kanji hit her once
How
and
did you come to
then
be
took
here?
like 4/4 of her health, but her hits it little but fast. Yeah, true. Kanji hits really hard. He's powerful but slow.
How? Well, it was a change of pace?
Change of
You
pace.
came into the TV for a change of pace?
Sure,
Did something
sure.
happen? I'm willing to listen if you'd like to talk
Yeah,
about
here,
it.
Kanji. Change of pace.
Something to talk about. I mean, wait, not that I don't want to talk to you.
Oh, Kanji, look at his. He's blushing.
But like, it's not that I do want to talk or that I don't want to. Anyways, there's just sometimes a man wants to go inside a TV by himself.
Right, Kanji, you say that. You tell yourself that. You tell yourself that.
I'm not sure I follow.
Off my back, will you? I didn't come in here because I like it. Actually, no. That is why I came. Because I like this place.
You like this place, huh? His face is. Oh. Oh. When Kanji turns around, his face is red, but with anger. Or something else?
I just don't understand why you're being so loud about it and blushing so fiercely.
I wasn't blushing.
Yes, you are.
Besides, it was all your fault. You're the one that was, well, being all, you know.
Me?
Uh-oh.
What are you talking about?
You want me to come out and say it?
Yes,
Jeez. I thought you'd gone crazy because of that.
Because of what?
Me? Crazy? You were the one who was acting oddly, calling me now doll and whatnot.
No, doll.
Now, doll? Why would I call you that?
Wait a second. Acting strangely.
I saw Kanji-kun as if he's gone mad, and now he sees me as the same. And yet, both of us claim we haven't gone crazy. I get it now. This is why you senpai called me the usual Naoto.
Of course. An illusion.
Huh?
I believe we were both under the illusion that the other had lost their mind. That's why neither of us remembers saying what the other heard.
Oh, yeah.
Illusions, huh?
It must be a scheme to make friends fight each other. But if that's the case...
It's not as simple as the person I have to fight being crazy. You senpai and Kunji-kun both said things that dig deep into my personal problems. If these are illusions, then whoever's casting them has to be someone who knows us.
The ability to interfere with other senses, the prior knowledge of us, putting it all together, it must be.
Must be what?
The Teddy acting as the tournament's host, as well as Rise-san, must be genuine.
Oh no, they're genuine.
Moron, there's no way it's them.
I look up Kanji-kun in surprise.
That Ted and Rise are fakes. Come on. They're not twisted like that. You of all people ought to know.
Yeah, Kanji's right. He doesn't have any proof, but his unshakable trust in us sets me at ease. Even if I told him that Rise and Teddy are both missing, I'm sure his answer wouldn't change.
Who else then?
Well, you know, there is someone here besides us. I saw her on my way here.
Oh.
Some girl with long hair.
A girl? Did she happen to be wearing a white fur shawl and combat gear beneath it?
Fur? What are you talking about? She had on a normal Yasuo girl's uniform and her hair was like tied back.
A female student with tied back hair? I don't recall anyone like that.
I thought he might have run into Kirijo-san, but that doesn't appear to be the case. If this girl Kanji-kun is talking about is a suspect, I can tell for sure.
I'll keep it in mind. Well, I should be moving on.
Hold on, I'll come with... Wait, what the hell?
The invisible wall again. Just as last time, I cannot touch it myself.
The rules seem to dictate that only the victor can proceed. I'll come for you later.
Don't bother. I'll figure this out myself somehow. That aside, you beat me. You better make sure you're the champion in the end.
That's completely irrelevant to the larger objective.
I leave Kanji behind and push on ahead. I wonder who we're gonna fight next. We're being shown illusions that portray our opponents as having lost their senses. But why is the host of the tournament going to such elaborate lengths? Obviously, it's going to get people who know each other. It's going to get people who know each other to fight. But this is the only goal? Oh yeah, who knows what Kanji heard? Oh, it's probably going to be very interesting, very spicy. Maybe. I still wonder how I had appeared to Senpai and Kanji-kun. I'm not worried about Senpai, but thinking about Kanji-kun's reaction, how he blushed is burning a hole in my stomach. Oh my. As I walked down the hall, I came to another likely location for a match. Just as I figured, Teddy appeared on the screen.
Your next opponent is a special guest. We've got a lady jumping in on the fun. It'll be a big emotional reunion for you now, Chan.
Could it be?
Could it be Mitsuru?
Bring out the next opponent!
Kirijo-san.
It is Mitsuru. It is Mitsuru.
Shirogane, why are you here? I thought you were...
This is a problem. I didn't think we'd run into each other so soon.
The purpose of the event is to have a little participation fight, and because there is only one path to take, I figured we would run into each other sooner or later. I never imagined that it would be this early on, though. No, there's something else I need to be concerned with. Like previous times, the opponent will be not able to sense each other's correctly. With that in mind, I watch her closely, and I suspected I see a change in her. Mitsuru Kirijo-san's face twisted in an expression of contempt, and her composure shattered.
To say I'm surprised to see you here would be an understatement.
I didn't reply. There was no point in saying anything after all.
The silent treatment. How ridiculous that you, who lives a lie, would dig up other people's hidden secrets for a living. You seem gentle, but you maintain an aloof distance that keeps people at arm's length. I've thought that since our first meeting. At first, I thought it must be typical of a detective. But that doesn't seem to be the case. You simply lack confidence in yourself.
I have some trouble in staying silent.
You hide your true nature because you know that once you grow close to someone, you'll no longer be able to protect your pride. That's why you won't let anyone in. You use your job as a pretext to keep your distance and never get too attached. And it's from that position that you're trying to discover what others are hiding? How contradictory. Not to mention completely ridiculous and unfair.
I clenched my fist in spite of myself.
Persona.
Persona. Kirijo-san's relentless words. Even if that's only an illusion, I begin to feel that if I lose, I'll never be able to look her in the eye again. She's trying to be silent so she wouldn't fight, but I don't think it's working. Yeah, I don't think it's working either, because Naoto cracked. I cannot lose here.
I'd dearly like to answer your charges, but I see no need. There is no reason to defend myself against the accusations of an illusion.
It's interesting Naoto was the one to crack first. Alright.
Final.
Wait,
There! No way!
oh, counter.
There! Go! There!
Nice. Where will they go from here?
Persona! Persona! I'm coming for you!
Oh, jeez.
Obvious. Go!
One rush after another.
Go!
Truly a
No way!
Oh, jeez. She hits pretty hard.
No way! You're slow! Here I go! It's done! There! I'll show you my results. Do it!
Awakening.
Go down! There! You're slow! Won't happen! There! There!
That's
There! What? Here I go! There! No way! What? I must hit! This can't be!
There you
Here I
go.
go!
Ah,
What a
oh,
rare,
that was close.
battle. You
That was
both
very
fought
close.
well.
Yeah, she hits really hard. She took like so much HP.
You're stronger than you look. It seems you're a skilled fighter.
Thank you.
And a persona user as well, huh?
With that, Kirijo-san stands
I'd
out.
like to clear something up. Before our battle, I may have said or done some things that seemed disrespectful, but
I understand. We were shown illusions to goad us into fighting each other.
We stabbed you once and took a chunk of your health. Yeah, it was quite shocking.
so you already knew. You are a credit to the Shirogane name, then. In that case, well, I'm willing to forget all the things you said about my body.
What did we say about your body? Oh my. Wait, what? Exactly what? Her body? What did the illusionary me say?
Though, if
Oh my.
you're a persona user, that gives weight to two of my theories.
Naoto's face. Oh. I know. Naoto's blushing. Kirijo-san looks at me straight.
One
Yeah,
is that you were one of those who solved last year's serial murders. The few proud anonymous heroes.
I shrug. And then I brace myself for her other shoe to drop. I know she's about to
The
say,
other is that you were one of my enemies.
one of your enemies. What?
You were an observer at the hijacking, which means a persona user was sent specifically. Yet you hid that from me. Somehow I doubt you were there just to watch over the cargo. If my suspicions aren't off base, then there's something I must say.
Uh-oh. Anything? In all honesty, I feel like I'm having no defense for what is going to happen next. I began to trying to find a way to make it through this conversation without ruining whatever goodwill I may still have with her. But Kirijo-san's next words taking me completely by surprise.
Shirogane, can I ask for your cooperation once again?
What?
Mm-hmm.
You know more about this world than I do, and since I lost our match, I will be unable to move on from here.
Wait a moment. I thought you distrusted me.
Even if I did, is continuing to oppose each other the wisest course of action?
Probably not. I have no words. Kirijo-san smiles as she watches me. Her personal proposal completely surprised me. My surprise must have been confirmed what she was thinking about me. She knew that I am not the type of person who would become her enemy under normal circumstances. That's why she smiled. I am no match for her. She's still on a completely different level than I am. It's not a matter of social rank, she simply has a type of personality that makes people want to follow her. Kirijo-san doesn't wait for me to answer and continues. Her smiling Sprite? Oh, yeah, she is smiling. Oh.
As you have guessed, we are here in pursuit of the stolen cargo. Upon investigation, we figured out that it contained the 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Labris.
Labris.
She was a machine, developed as one of a series of test models. They were intended to receive personas in order to combat shadows.
Isn't a persona the manifestation of one's strength of heart? How could a machine be capable of using a persona?
Yeah, how?
You're right to ask that. Labris has a mind of her own. We don't know what she looks like, but it's probably very close to human.
A humanoid machine? Did I see something fitting that description before I came through the TV world? So that weapon developed by Kirijo's group. A humanoid robot, one with a heart at that. Oh, you mean the shadow even has a persona, so true, yeah. That is true, you do make a good point. We do know a shadow that has a persona. So, yeah. This is the fruit of Kirijo's technology created from research of shadows. I cannot help but be surprised. However, if the culprits were specifically after the labyrinth weapon, there is a high probability that it has been removed from its case and is mobile. But I cannot fathom how that would benefit the thieves. There's one thing that I cannot deduce, though.
Around the time of the robbery, we began to see activity in this world as well. I doubt this is a coincidence. I feel sure that your Labris is connected to this ridiculous tournament.
I agree.
Before I know what I'm doing, I reach out to shake hands with Kirijo-san.
I accept your earlier proposal. And I think I'd best hurry.
Thank you. And I'm sorry. Your friends must be facing their own troubles.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's possible that they've met Labris without knowing it, too.
Oh, maybe.
They'll be all right, I'm sure.
The record showed that Labris had some unknown experimental equipment.
Ooh.
We don't know what she's capable of. Don't take her lightly.
Oh, no. That isn't what I meant. She has a heart, yes? Then fighting her isn't our only option. She can be saved. I'm sure the others will reach the same conclusion.
Oh.
I see.
I see. When I see that, I can see a smile on her face. I can tell that she believes in her friends as well.
Oh, yes, I meant to ask. Have you been able to contact your friends?
Yes, smile Sprite. I shake my head.
No. 2 of them have analysis-capable personas, but both of them have gone missing.
I actually have a few powers in that area myself. Can you tell me what these friends of yours look like?
Oh. I give her a detailed description of Reese-san and Teddy as I can.
A bear costume and a girl. Are they...
Yes. They're the ones acting as hosts for this tournament, but they're not usually like this.
I see. Well, anyway, knowing that will make searching for them easier. Let me see.
Oh, I wonder if she can find them. Kirijo-san focuses and closes her eyes. Her powers must allow her to see an image as she searches. It may be only a few powers, but it's quite amazing.
I'm getting a match some ways from here. It's not moving either.
Oh.
Aha! I found her.
Music.
Can you hear me?
Huh? Who is this?
Oh, she's talking to her. That voice.
My name is Mitsuru Kirijo. I'm with one of your friends, Shirogane.
Kirijo-san looks at me and nods. Is she communicating to me that Rise-san can hear my voice as well?
Rise-san!
Naoto-kun, is it really you?
Yes, though I could ask the same of you, Rise-san.
I'm so glad. This weird fake Teddy kidnapped me and then everyone was fighting each other and...
Rise-chan's voice is on the PA system was fake. If that's the case, then there is no reason to believe that the image of Teddy on the monitor is the real thing either.
It's all right. Please calm down.
Yeah, she definitely got
Do
kidnapped.
you know where you are right now?
But how she get kidnapped, I don't know.
It looks like an announcement room, but there are these invisible walls stopping me from leaving. Plus, the fake Teddy is watching me, so I can't use my persona.
I don't know who that fake Teddy is, but it seems that Rise-san and the real Teddy were kidnapped to deprive us of means of communication. In other words, to keep us fooled while we're in this world. Then again, that explains nothing about whatever objective could be gained by doing this to us. How did Labra's existence tie into this?
Oh, right. Thanks. Kirijo-san, right? Wait, Kirijo? I know that name. That's not important now.
True.
Are you a persona user too?
Yes, but we can discuss that later. I sense a shadow-like presence very close to your position. Are you all right?
The only thing near here is the fake Teddy. Wait, is that what you're talking about?
Oh. Probably ran past the TV and got picked up. Or she got baited into TV because they're not intending to bring the Teddy or anyone. Probably, you're probably right, yeah.
So it's a shadow.
But I don't know, we'll see. I was hesitant to make a decision. Kirijo-san does not know Teddy. Of course, she wouldn't know his origins. Even if the general was actual Teddy, he would probably think of him as a shadow if she didn't know better. But if the general is merely something else that is taking on his appearance, it leads to a completely different conclusion. This is a shadow form, a normal human who doesn't have any tolerance for this world. But if that's the case, then why is the shadow mimicking Teddy? I don't have enough pieces to begin solving this puzzle yet. While I'm in the process of thinking things through, Kirijo-san speaks up.
Shirogane, you need to hurry on. I'll try to maintain communication as best I can and keep you in the loop.
No,
All
thank
right
you.
then, I'm off. Stay safe.
I nod back to her and started running onward to an announcement room where Rise-san is being held. Oh, I wonder who's gonna fight next. As I hurry on, led by invisible walls, I reach a classroom. I'll be forced into another fight here too, no doubt.
Looks like you're chugging right along. And now, another special guest for you. The gloves may be off putting you up against this one, so I want to see your best moves out there now, Chan. Now, bring out the next opponent!
Oh, who's gonna be? Hiko. I see a silhouette framed in the spotlight. It's, well, how can I forget that attire?
You're Akihiko Sanada, as I recall.
Interesting. I've been gone for a while, and here I meet a stranger who knows who I am.
You're a member of Mitsuru Kirijo's organization. Her friend, actually, no?
Oh, I see. So it's really Mitsuru you're interested in, ace detective?
Maybe. His words caused me to tense up. He just called me ace detective. Oh, he might punch her, but that's not good. Perhaps that's what just a guess from my family name, Shirogane, but he could know that I'm spying on him for the police. I carefully search his eyes for anything that might tell me how much he knows. He looks me over from head to toe, and I immediately sneered mockingly.
Jeez, look at you. You have the physique of a 12-year-old.
Oh, rude.
What?
That's so rude.
A detective needs a strong body more than a strong brain. All-night research sessions, long stakeouts. You need stamina for that. But look at those twiggy arms and legs of yours.
Rude. It's so rude, Akihiko.
Hey, you've got an overdeveloped chest, but from the looks of it, I'd say it's all fat and no muscle. Seriously.
Even more rude. That's all rude. Naoto, I'll give you permission to gun him down.
What?
What is wrong with him? That's the part of my self-image I'm most sensitive about.
Let me teach you the secret to bodybuilding. First thing, protein. Second thing, protein. Third, fourth, and fifth,
protein.
More protein.
Yes, it's protein.
Don't you think that's rather unbalanced?
It's very unbalanced, but I don't know. Protein and protein, yes. And don't forget the protein. Oh, and don't forget the most important exotic item. More protein.
And finally, you gotta spar. 1, 2, ha!
You remember that video meme? Yeah. I can't remember what you're talking about, but maybe, I don't know. I think I've seen it. I can't remember. He said sparring, but his punch meant to do serious damage. This is absurd. However, putting his unhinged talk aside, his skill as a fighter isn't something I should take lightly. You send it in server? Oh, okay, thank you. Shoot, I can't dodge them at all.
Stop it, Akihiko!
Mitsuru?
Sanada-san stops suddenly as a familiar force echoes through the room.
You're under the effects of an illusion. Shirogane has done nothing. Do not attack.
What do you mean? He's the one who attacked me all of a sudden.
He? What? Wait. So you think Naoto is a guy? So why did you make a comment about her chest if you think he's a guy? What? That's even more rude. That's even more rude.
I attacked.
Suddenly I remember. That's right, this is an illusion. I never met Sanada-san before, so I don't think he is his usual self. He's supposed to be. On top of that, I allowed the first thing he said to get under my skin. How stupid of me, I let myself get swept up in the situation and failed to realize what really happening.
From my perspective, it was you who dealt the first blow. We were both being shown an illusion to make us fight each other.
Shirogane is an excellent detective and a persona user. I told him everything. He's agreed to cooperate with us.
Wait, you're also calling Naoto a he? What? Well, I guess you don't know, but okay.
He was originally on the scene as a police observer in this case, so we've already met.
Alrighty then. And, okay then. Rijo-san and I explained to Sanada that what was happening up until now. It's a relief to learn that despite his appearance, he actually is quite a reasonable man and quick to pick things up.
That noise-like phenomenon that fogs your senses is already gone. You should be able to communicate normally now.
We reintroduced ourselves and shaked hands.
Looks like I fell for a cheap trick.
I'm sorry for forgetting myself too. I can't even claim to have been unaware of the deception.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because use groups all thinks he's go. Yes, that's true. They're the only ones that know the truth.
So you're a persona user, huh? Well, since fate already brought us together, want to test your skills before you move on?
But the comment about her chest was still rude. It was very rude. It's so rude. Sanada-san slammed his fist together.
Akihiko, you're doing it again. Just cooperate with him.
All right. Come on, Naoto, let's go.
Oh, wait, the tournament rules say...
Sanada-san walks away. As I figured, he hit the wall.
Are you
Hey,
alright?
magical viewers,
What's
join
the
our
matter?
Discord
What
server
happened?
using the password the Moon
I don't know. There's
Connect,
some kind of
share
invisible
adventures,
wall here.
and create lasting
The rules
memories in
dictate
our
that only the
enchanted
winner of
community.
each match can advance. So,
Looks like we had to fight. He was flustered merely seconds ago, but now Sanada-san has taken a more lively expression.
So we need to have a match, even though we've got nothing against each other. We're fighting after all then, huh?
Apparently.
All right then, come at me.
please go easy on me.
No, I'm sure you could do it, Naoto. You could handle it. I could almost hear Kujo-san in exasperation. Alright. There you go. Alright, time to fight him. Okay, hopefully I get him. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be quite powerful. Oh yeah, it's gonna be the first one without the illusion.
Please, there. Stay down.
Ooh, oh, nice. That's a pretty cool thing. Spin him around and hit him on the shoulder.
Do it. There.
Can they turn you into a victory?
Persona. There.
Ah,
It seems Gumroad is beginning to dominate.
Persona. There. Continuing. What?
Looks like they're
What?
finally on a
What?
roll.
There. Please.
This is turning into a situation.
There I go.
well, he's good at countering.
What?
Get away!
A huge
There.
in stamina.
He blocked a lot.
Breathing easy now?
What?
Not bad.
There.
Concentrate.
Gotcha.
There.
There.
Here I go.
Come out.
Here I go. It's done. What?
Gotcha.
Ah, missed. Oh, got him.
There.
Hehe, got him. I guess Naruto can do like little traps as well. That's pretty interesting. Naruto can do lay traps.
That was
You
a
know, the
great
best person
bout.
breaks with two. All he
You're
does.
good.
I didn't notice.
About? What an annoying rule.
Yeah, very annoying.
Wait a second. That reminds me. I saw that guy calling himself General walking with a girl.
Oh,
If only one person can move on, that's against the rules.
yes, very against the rules. If Big Teddy and Rise-san were together all this time, that could mean the girl he's talking about. Wait, could that girl he's talking about be Rise-san? No.
Do you remember the details of what this girl looked like?
Sanada-san tells me about the girl he had seen. What he says matches the description of the unknown girl Kanji-kun had talked about, which means that there is a high probability that this person seen walking with her was not the general, but the real Teddy. At the very least, this is evidence against the argument that Teddy is a general. This creates another theory, though. If the general is not really Teddy, then there has to be something else in someone else's shadow. And there's only one person that fits the bill. Well, not a person per se, but...
If that girl was Labris, then, well, is it possible we're dealing with her shadow?
Oh, maybe. That's right, Lapras. If she has the heart capable of being a persona, then it stands to reason that she could create a shadow. In light of how the events of last year played out, it makes perfect sense. She was kidnapped by someone who threw into the TV world, creating a reflection of her heart.
None of the data I have shows any connection between Labris and Yasagami High. On top of which, I don't see how she'd know about you or your friends.
That is also true. How would she know in the first place? I've been having doubts about that as well. But at least I have a feeling for what's going on. What Labrador's kidnappers hope to gain from this remains unknown. However, at any rate, it would be good to see if the shadows we're running into is the owner. Either way, it would be best if we head to the announcement room. It's much more logical to restrain the false Teddy, since I know his location. Then it would be to have to search for Labyrinth somewhere in this world. Still, if it really is Teddy with Labyrinth, then they were traveling together.
Sheesh, what's that Teddy doing? I'm sorry I can't help much, Kirijo-san.
You'll have to forgive me for my meager skills as well. My persona's communication powers are more for operational assistance. A friend of mine from school was much stronger than myself in that respect, but...
Oh no, it's all that stupid
No, that would've
bear's
been nice
fault
to see-
anyway.
see
He's a real
Lizzie,
genius for making people worry.
What was her name again?
Man,
Tori-
it's strange
that
running
would've
into
been
so
nice.
many Persona users I've never heard of all at once. I gotta say, brings back memories.
For us, too. We were as surprised as you. Not to say that the possibility of other Persona users hadn't crossed our minds, but to actually meet them.
What you said about a friend from school kinda reminds me of us, too. What was school like for you?
Fuka, that's her name,
I'd like to
Fuka.
hear about it.
It would have been interesting to see Fuka and Lizzie talk.
Well, ignoring Akihiko's current appearance, he was a boxing champion in his student days.
Ooh.
Hey, that dig was uncalled for.
After that, I don't know what went through his brain, but he
Uh-oh.
started saying he wanted to search for stronger opponents.
Oh, that's not good.
He went on a journey to hone his skills? I thought that only happened in comics and old samurai films.
Apparently not.
Thought I had to do it, so I did it. That's
He did
all.
it. The peaceful mood was shattered by Kirijo-san's voice.
Wait, what's this I'm sensing?
Uh-oh, what's
It's like
happening?
a shadow, but bigger.
Bigger shadow. Another shadow's presence, and this isn't the false Teddy?
Huh? What's going on? That fake
He probably
Teddy
did fight a
left the
bear.
announcement room.
Probably. He probably fought like, I'm gonna say 3 bears. He fought 3 bears at the same time. Risa-san made a report immediately after that. Zanana-san and I looked at each other. It seems like the situation is changing. Zanana-san nods to me after taking a small bow, and I ran off. With no one watching her anymore, Risa-san was able to summon her persona. The job of providing support moved from Kirijo-san, who not all of us knew, to Risa-san. Risa-san contacted the rest of us and let us talk to each other for a moment.
Risa-chan! Oh, thank God you're safe!
Don't worry, the
You
others
go.
are here too. We'll rescue you in no time.
Wait,
why is Naoto here?
I can't help but smile at this as I tell him about the others I had seen so far. It seems we're all safer now. And now we have communicated, we greatly increased our awareness of the situation and our ability to share information. The general must have known that leaving Risa alone would result in this. If he didn't know, but left her anyway, there must have been something major happening. Either that or he no longer has any reason to hide. I heard while we share what we know. The actual design of his displays may differ from the real Yosogami High School, but his general layout appears to be the same. Yes, we're finally talking to our friends. So if I climb the stairs and turn the corner, the announcement room should be right there. However, Risa's son calls out the warning before I could go there.
Bad news, Naoto-kun! The fake Teddy's back!
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's not good.
Too late.
Huh? What the? Is that the real Teddy? Hey, the real Teddy's here too! He's got some girl with him. I don't know her.
The fact that Risa's communication didn't get cut off once the General Teddy reappeared somewhere is worrisome. But then again, General Teddy doesn't have the time to bother watching Risa-san. After all, if the real Teddy and Lapras were both right there as well, he has more important things to be concerned with. That confirms that General Teddy is a fake. It's only natural then to assume that he is Lapras' shadow in disguise. But that makes things dangerous. Lapras and her shadow are confronting each other. Risa-san should know the dangers of this situation, but she doesn't know Lapras. She might not realize what the relationship is between the girl and the shadow. I have to warn her. But before I could speak, it happened.
Wait, what's with that girl?
Uh-oh. Naoto is very smart indeed. That gets worse.
Rise-san? Rise-san!
Uh-oh, we got cut off. Why can't I communicate with her when we were so close? There's something happening in the announcement room. I ran as fast as I could towards it. Rise! I reached the door and I hear a loud scream from inside. Naoto with a gun drawn. As soon as I reach the door, I hear a scream from inside. I slammed the door wide open with a second thought and prepared for a fight. But the attack came from an unexpected assailant. Of anyone in the room, I would have thought it would be. To be continued? What the heck? No, not to be continued. No, it can't be to be continued. No. Dang. I don't have enough time to continue, unfortunately. Because if I continue, it's gonna take another 2 hours, and I don't have 2 hours. So, unfortunately, this is where we're gonna have to stop for tonight. We'll continue next Wednesday, though. But dang. That was that was very abrupt ending, that's for sure. There's Naoto with her gun. And an unknown assailant, like ding. But ding. I know, yeah, Naoto's story is very interesting. I want to continue playing more, but I have I can't stay on for too long. So yeah, but it was very interesting, that's for sure. Yeah, ding. I want to continue playing, but I gotta go to work, so I gotta go to bed early. But yeah, so thank you, Zach, for being. So she is technically the first person to remember to meet P3. I think so. I think technically speaking, she is. I think, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, thank you, Zach, for being here. I do appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you, Onineko. Thank you for coming out and rating me tonight. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Thank you. And anyone who is from the raid, thank you for stopping by and sticking with me if you're still there. Thank you. I do appreciate anyone who's here as well. Thank you. And anyone else that is just joined and lurking, I do appreciate anyone else that's lurking too. Thank you. Do appreciate it. So if anyone has any suggestions for raids, that'd be awesome. If not, I can try to see if I can find someone. Oh yeah, Sabby as well. Thank you, Sabby, for stopping by as well. Thank you. Do appreciate you stopping by. I think that was everyone tonight. Yeah, that should be everyone. Alright. So let's see. So let me get the raid message. But yeah, it was quite the interesting storyline. Very interesting. Very nice to see what's going on. Ooh, you remember the Yosuke during the snowboarding days? He had a friend who has a story about a girl. About the girl, you know. Oh yeah, that's true. I can't remember, to be honest, right now. But interesting. Like I say, I usually have a bad memory, so I can't really remember too much. That is interesting. Alright, so let me see who could raid. But yeah, we'll continue on next Wednesday, yeah. So next Wednesday will be a longer stream for Persona. Yeah, so more stuff next Wednesday. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll be continuing to play Pokemon Insurgents. I still have a bad feeling that I'm not gonna be able to defeat the champion. But we'll try. It might take the whole entire stream, and we might not make any progress at all. And if that's the case, then I'm gonna have to rethink my whole strategy. And then we're gonna have to defeat all the other Elite Four members again, which is not gonna be fun. Because I already had time about them. It was a hard time. But I'm sure I could figure something out. About a girl who got locked in a school overnight, but then disappeared the day after the police say, oh, that story. Oh, okay, now I remember, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, he did tell that story. So, yeah. Okay, now I remember. But yeah, so we'll see how tomorrow turns out. Hopefully we could beat the champion. But last time we started with the champion, that was very painful. It was so painful. Didn't even do that much damage to him. But we'll see. Then on
Hey Sabbath, that Kiwi is reminding you to make sure your posture is good.
Last minute
you
stuff.
Can't have
Okay.
a bad posture now.
Alright.
Hey Sabbath, that Kiwi is reminding you to drink some water. You need to stay hydrated.
Alrighty.
Hey Sabbath, that Kiwi is reminding you to stretch.
Alright, stretch
you need
too.
to stay limber.
And find caretake before I go. Well, thank you, Sammy. Thank you. Alright, stretch. Alright, thank you. Thank you for the stretch. Gotta keep me healthy. I do appreciate you trying to keep me healthy. Thank you. Catching me before I'm gone? Well, I do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. So you got this. You believe in you, just Ranger team. Maybe someone. Oh, maybe. Yeah, we could do some other stuff because I'm sure I'm not gonna be able to defeat it right away. So we got probably a lot of time. Hope you had. Yeah, it was a good stream. Really good stream. It was nice. It was fun. We at least got another story down. Sabby's dream so I can read him. Well, I'm sure Sabby is doing other stuff. I'm not sure if they're going to be streaming today. But maybe if they do stream. Maybe. But yeah. Not tonight. You're tired after. Oh, see? Okay, no problem. No problem. You take a good rest. You rest up. But yeah, you rest up. You get some good rest. But I do got I got one person I could raid. I haven't raided this one person in quite some time. Let's see, they're playing Love in Deep Space. Ooh. Oh, if you need someone. Oh, you got someone? Sure. You could raid you got someone. I'm open to raiding anyone. No, if you want, you could drop your raid. I don't mind. I like to know new people as well. Hey, go ahead and drop the person's name. I could look into it. Alright, so wait, so after tomorrow we'll continue with the AI Somnium file. 'Cause I really also want to continue playing AI Somnium file because I forget the last place that we stopped in AI Somnium file was crazy. Oh, that was so cool. Because we reached a different diversion path too, which is, I wonder what's going to happen. Oh, Minecraft. Nice. Oh, there are cherry. Nice. Right, so I just read this question. But yeah, so, let's see what else. On Wednesday, we'll continue with more Persona 4 Arena. You like Minecraft? Yeah, I like Minecraft too. Yes, the drowsy has escaped, unfortunately. As long as it's not going to invade your dreams, it should be fine. But yeah, so on Wednesday, we'll continue with more Persona 4 Arena. So, tomorrow, since it's going to be a longer stream, I should hopefully be able to finish Mitsuru's and Akihiko's at the very least. Hopefully. Depending on how long they are. Because if they're kind of short, then it shouldn't be too problem. Then we'd probably finish with, I already forgot her name. The robot lady. Oh, jeez, I'm already forgetting. But, yeah. I don't know why I'm blanking on her name. I literally played her DLC not too long ago. But yeah, so yeah, we'll do that on Wednesday. We'll continue them. We'll see how far we can get next Wednesday. Hopefully we can finish all of them, hopefully. But yeah, so thank you everyone for stopping by. Thank you. Once again, thank you, Zach, for stopping by. Thank you, Sappy, for stopping by as well. Thank you, Onineko, for the raid. I do appreciate the raid. Thank you. Bye-bye. Alright, so let's go ahead and raid. So have a good night, everyone, and hope to see you all tomorrow for Pokemon Insurgents. Bye-bye.
Thank you, viewers, for watching. Your support adds magic to our adventures. Hope to see you again next time at 11:30 p.m. Pacific time for more enchanting moments. Your presence means the world to us.